Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we're going to talk about the most recent development in the Trump McConnell feud. Recently, we talked about how Trump needed McConnell's help. Trump needed McConnell. McConnell didn't need him. Trump wanted him to basically get out there and use the Senate to really help his candidates, the candidates that Trump picked that aren't doing so well. McConnell has no reason to do this. So he didn't. Trump may have severely overplayed his hand. He put out a new little thing on that social media network. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's ranty and weird, but in relevant part, it says, Mitch McConnell is not an opposition leader. He is a pawn for the Democrats to get whatever they want. He is afraid of them and will not do what has to be done. A new Republican leader in the Senate should be picked immediately. Trump normally does not overplay his hand, but I believe he just did. One of the first rules of command is to never give an order that won't be followed. Because if that happens and they ignore you once, they'll continue ignoring you. I personally think it is very unlikely that Republicans in the Senate try to replace McConnell immediately. Doesn't seem like something that's going to happen. If that's the case, that gap between Trump and Trumpism and the Republicans in the Senate, it grows even further. And this will further damage the candidates that he's endorsed. It might be a situation where, with all of the pressure that he has building up on him through the various legal issues, the situation with the social media network and everything else, that he's not thinking clearly. You know, Trump has never been a person who was consistent, but he very rarely overplayed his hand. Now, if there is no action from the Senate on this, if the Republican Party doesn't do something about McConnell, they're basically saying that Trump doesn't matter anymore. And I think that's probably what's going to happen. And with everything else that's going on right now, with his candidates not doing well, with his legal trouble, I think the last thing he needed was to pick a fight with Republicans who are in office, because it's just going to further degrade his brand and his political power. But it's a little late for that advice. Looks like it's already happened. So we'll have to keep an eye on this, but I would assume that McConnell will still be in his position for weeks to come. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.